Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. My name is Wanjala John, a trainer with AFR001 in collaboration with Google Digital Skills for Africa. I'm joining you all the way from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm being joined in with my collaborator, Joy and Joseph Orwa, who will be moderating the session for today. So feel free, guys, to tell us your name, tell us where you're joining us from, and we will be glad to see how the session is going on. So just to start us off, I want you people to feel free, familiarize yourself with the chat button on the right-hand side of your YouTube channel. Just tell us where you are joining us from, tell us your name, and feel free to engage with us on the chat. Feel free to tell Joy your name and where you are joining us from and what you are looking forward to learn for this particular webinar. Just to kick us off, we are going to discuss our key main topic of today, that is using marketing tools and social media to grow your business online. How do you use social media? How do you use social media and marketing tools to grow your business? I don't know if you're out there and you have a business, or if you're out there and you've ever done marketing for somebody's business. What are some of the tools that you've been using? What are some of the social media platforms that you've been using to promote this particular business? So by the end of this particular webinar, we are expecting that each one of you will be in a position to get to understand what are some of the perfect tools that are available, and also on the social media platform, what are some of the do's and some of the don'ts that you're supposed to consider when you are going online. So guys, I'm just waiting for some of you to tell us your name. At least I get to know whom I'm talking to. I'm only seeing Joy, who is my moderator. Tell us if you're joining us all the way from Nigeria or Ghana. Feel free to tell us on the chat, guys, so that we can know how the weather is wherever you're joining us from, and also you are if you are able to hear me loud and clear. So feel free, guys, hit us up and let us get to know where you're joining us from. Tell us some of the expectations, and I will be glad just to respond to them. To kick us off, guys, we are going to see, or to base our discussion in three major points. One, we are going to see how to set up and optimize your Google My Business listing. And we are going to discuss what is Google My Business, how do you set up a proper profile, what are some of the do's and what are some of the don'ts the moment you are setting up a Google My Business listing. And then the second thing that we are also going to look at is also to plan your digital marketing strategy. Remember, anytime somebody goes online, you need to have a plan. So the moment you go online, what is the plan or what is the strategy that you're going to adopt so that you can achieve the success that you are looking for? So guys, feel free to tell us on the chat, have you ever interacted with any particular tool, and which tool was that, and which plan did you use when you are executing that particular tool that you chose? And then lastly, we are going to see how to leverage on social media channels and email marketing. So at the end of this particular webinar, I'll expect each one of you to have understood what Google My Business is, and also how to optimize a Google My Business listing. After that, I also expect each one of you to know how to have a perfect digital marketing strategy. The moment this one does not work, what other strategy are you going to use to make it work? And then lastly, also, I'll expect each one of you to have understood how best to leverage on the available social media channels, and also know how to use email marketing. So just feel free, guys, tell us on the chat on who is joining us, and I'll be just glad to say hi. I see, just look at some of the chats coming in. I see Wale Ajay joining all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much, Wale. I'd like to market my business better by using social media. Yeah, stay tuned. We are going to discuss more on that, and just to understand how best you can use social media to promote your business. And then I can also see Richard Okpo saying, good afternoon. Richard joining from Nigeria. Thank you, Richard. And also Millicent Okoronpo. Hey, my name is Millicent. I'm joining from London. Thank you. How is London? Just tell us how everything is and some of your expectations as we are looking up for this particular session. And then also just to mention the last one I see here is automobile Samson. That is Abiodun joining from Sango Ota. I hope I've pronounced that name right. Sango Ota. Where is Sango Ota? Is it in West Africa? Feel free to tell us. And then also the last person joining in is Adiolu Ladende, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. I see our friends and brothers from Nigeria joining in. So, guys, let us keep the discussion ongoing. Tell us some of your expectations. Engage with my moderator, Joy, who will also be just ask so many questions, and she'll be in a position to respond to them and see how best we can make this particular webinar a success. I also see most people joining in. I see Olasun Kami. I also see Grace Nantawe, Olufemi joining. I like it when most of you join and just say hi, so that I know I'm not talking alone here, but I'm having at least a team. So feel free, guys, to engage in the chat. And just to keep us going, I would want all of you by the end of the session to have known how to set up a Google My Business and to optimize it. The second thing, what strategy are you supposed to use when you are online? And then the last thing, whatever some of you are asking is about to leverage on social media channels and email marketing. Let me just start off by asking a very simple question. Which marketing tools do you use currently? What are some of the marketing tools that you use currently? So guys, feel free to tell us on the chat some of the marketing tools that you use when marketing your particular business, and I'll be glad just to see some of the responses that will be coming in. And just tell us, what was your experience? How did you find that tool? Was it meeting your goals? Was it making an improvement or an increase in your profits? Tell us on the chat, and I'll just random pick some. And then as you continue doing that, I want us now to start with our first discussion, which will be setting up and optimizing your GMB listing. How do you set up a Google My Business listing? And once it is set up, how do you optimize it? Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never heard of Google My Business, it is a free tool that each business is supposed to have. The moment you know you want to start off any business, you're supposed to ask yourself, what is the most fundamental thing, the basic thing that I need to have? Even before you go online, you ask yourself, how will people reach out to me? How will they get to know I'm existing? And that is why we are going to discuss more on how to set up and optimize your GMB listing. And GMB in short, it means Google My Business. So I don't know if there's anyone in the audience who has ever heard of Google My Business. I know during this pandemic time, most people have been in cessation of movement or maybe lockdowns in some particular parts of the continent. And we've been seeing so many businesses trying to strive on the online platform so that they can see how best they can utilize the online opportunities. And Google My Business is a great tool that you can bring your business online and just understand how things are being done online, and you can showcase your products. You can show people where you are situated, or you are mapped, and also some of the reviews that people have ever bought from you or maybe interacted with your business have left after visiting your store. So just to kick us off, guys, let me ask, what is Google My Business? Anyone in the audience, have you ever heard of Google My Business? When we talk about Google My Business, what comes to your mind? Just feel free to tell us, guys, and even let us keep the discussion coming. I see Millicent from London saying she wants to know more about Instagram and Facebook. We are going to discuss that on our last particular discussion or topic, which will be on social media, and we shall see also how you will incorporate all that to make your business succeed. So feel free, guys, as much as possible. Let us just see how best you've ever done. Have you ever marketed your business on Google My Business? What are some of the do's and some of the don'ts? And at the end of this particular webinar, my moderator Joy will be in a position to share with you a link where we will be, as Africa 118, we will assist you to verify your particular business. So if you have a business, guys, feel free to hit us up and we will be in a position to verify your business, and your business will be live on Google Search and on Google Maps. When we talk about Google My Business, what do we mean? Basically, it's a free and easy tool for businesses and organizations to manage their online presence. I remember one time when we were young, somebody asks you, "Are you online?" The first thing you could come to your mind is, "Am I on Facebook? Am I on?" Nowadays, if you ask somebody, "Are you online?" You'll need to specify exactly. Do you mean WhatsApp? And even nowadays, you find that phones usually come with those WhatsApp already being installed in their phones. So you as a business, if somebody asks you, "Do you have an online presence?" What will you answer? Is it a yes or a no? And when you're talking about an online presence as a business, are we able to find you on Google? And that means, am I able to find you on Google Search or on Google Maps? So you find if you have your business on Google My Business, you'll be in a position to have your business listed on the search and on the maps. Adding to that, you'll be in a position also to showcase your products. Tell us what time do you work? Do you work from Monday to Monday or Monday to Saturday and you take a rest on Saturday, or do you work particular hours of the day? And then some of the things that you can add photos, you can have customer reviews. Those are some of the things that come hand in hand when you are talking about online presence. I don't know how many of you have ever interacted with an e-commerce platform. Before you make a purchase, what are some of the things that you look at before you make a purchase online? Is it the picture? Yeah, if it's a picture, Google My Business gives you an opportunity to put on a picture online. If it is a contact that you need to contact, it has the contact version of it where you can click and talk to the owner of the business. If it's a review, so many people who have ever interacted with that particular business will leave reviews, and you can see, basing your argument with the reviews that you've seen, you can easily say, "I'm going for this particular product," or "I'm not going for it." So feel free, guys, to tell us if you've ever interacted with Google My Business and what were some of your experiences. And the moment you share that with us, I'll be in a position to just see how best to assist you. I see so many people joining in and asking what Google My Business is. You are at the right point of we are just discussing more on Google My Business, and that is where you find your business live on Google Search and on Google Maps. In the old days, we used to have geolocators, people who just walk around, they take pictures of a certain place and they upload it on a Google platform. But nowadays, we found out that it is very essential for the owner of the business to be feeding the real-time information. So the good thing, if you are the owner of the business and something is misrepresented online, you are in the right position to know that this and this is working, and I'm in a position to change it or make it right. So just to highlight some of the things that you need to do, and some of the benefits that come with Google My Business. The moment you find yourself on Google My Business, you'll be in a position to engage with your customers on Google for free. Imagine that, for free. The only thing that you require is internet. So if you're a business and you have a profile on Google Search and on Google Maps, by just listing that business of yours and having it verified, you'll be in a position to attract customers with a great business profile. Before I accept somebody's friend request on Facebook, the first thing that I take note of is their profile. What is their profile picture? What information have they included for themselves? That is the decision that I'll make first before I accept your friend request. So the same way, if I'm online and I'm looking for a business that I want to engage with, the first thing I will look at the business profile. Is your business profile well updated? And that's where we talk about optimizing your business. Does it have the right pictures? At the About Us section, the right information included there? And then after that, we now get also the second advantage. You'll be in a position to give customers more ways to reach you. There are customers who like WhatsApp. I don't know how many of you like WhatsApp as opposed to emails. WhatsApp is kind of instant. You find so many people take a lot of time before they respond to emails. But when you're talking about WhatsApp, you are in a position to just pick up your phone, hit the button, and there by a click of a button, there it goes. But by checking your email, I'm very sure being that kind of formal engagement, most of you will even take a week or maybe 3 to 4 days before checking their emails, unless it is work related email. So you can imagine with Google My Business, you can incorporate your WhatsApp, you can incorporate messages, and also you can just call and interact with the business owner. And then the last thing, you can also see how customers connect with your business. After having your business up and running, you can see, did this customer search for my business name directly? Or was it something that he was looking for and he was led to my particular website? And if so, which particular website did he visit before he came to my website? Those are some of the insights that Google My Business gives you. And just to ask anyone in the room who has ever interacted with Google My Business, what was your interaction? How did you find it? Did you like it? Did you engage with it? And then the moment you just get all that information, I'll be in a position to know how best do we assist you. And just to answer all these questions which are coming in, you want to get your business verified, you want to do this and that online. The big question comes here. You as a business, once this is the fundamental stage, this is like the baseline. Having your business on Google search and on Google Maps is the baseline. What do you include? So here's where we talk about creating a Google My Business account. The first thing that you need to know, add a business name to your profile. Don't leave it empty. And your business name should be associated with the name that you registered. So have a name. That's point number one. If you want a Google My Business to be verified, number one key thing, have a name. And the name needs to be registered. So adding a business name is a name that you will carry for long time, and it can build your brand. That's number one. Number two, choose a business category. This is very important because if you choose a category, people will easily resonate with the kind of activity or product that you do. After that, number three is add your location. Location is very important. You remember when we began this webinar, I said I'm joining you all the way from Nairobi, Kenya, which means if you're in Nigeria, you'll just know the speaker for today is from Kenya. And in Kenya, this is what is available and how can I connect to the speaker who is in Kenya. And if you are in Lagos and you need a product or something, I'll know how best am I going to connect with you. After that, add your contact details. How can I contact this particular business? That is step number 4. And then number last is finish and manage your listings. And the moment you are finishing and managing, here's where we talk about the photos, the logos, some of the videos or testimonials that you have. And also, if you don't have a website, the good thing is Google My Business will be in a position to give you a one-pager free website. So maybe in Kenya here we have websites being charged. Just a display website will cost you either 30 to 40,000 Kenyan shillings, or maybe 30 to 40 USD. That is US dollars. So the moment you are talking about having 30 to 40,000 USDs and it's a small business, you find it's a lot of money. So Google came to your rescue and decided all those businesses that are small and you do not have a landing page, they can easily use the information that you've submitted on Google My Business to generate you a one-pager website. And the moment you do that, you'll be in a position to give the right information to your customers. And this is how the page will look like if you are at the last stage. And here is where we come to your help. You'll find it will ask you verify now, and now you'll not be in a position to verify because in most parts of Africa, except South Africa, so many people don't use postal codes, or maybe if they use, they are not as active as in South Africa the way they are accurate. And that is where we come in to assist you verify your particular business. And if you want to verify your business, my moderator Joy will be posting a link where you'll just input your details, and then we'll get in touch with you. And then the moment you give us access to your business profile, we will be in a position to verify your business. And just to answer some of the concerns that some of you are having, if you are an online store, do you qualify for a Google My Business? That is a question that most of you have been asking. Yes, you can qualify for Google My Business, only that you need to specify your service area, and you'll choose not to add the location. You shall just say it's an online store and you operate in given areas that are of your choice. And then the moment we come verify this particular business, you'll be in the right position to get it right. I don't know if there is any question, guys. Any question in the room? Let me just check if there's any question coming in from the room. If you are into MLM and using personal name, can you use that as business name? Okay, fine. I'll answer this in a very unique way. The moment you're using personal name, kindly, so many people are called your personal name. And the moment you go online and you type that name online, you shall see so many results. So you'll be in a position to be easily misguided or easily misled if you just use your personal name. And if your personal name is unique, try come up with a name that it is registered, and it will show you. If it is registered and it is okay, the authorities in the particular region where you are, they'll certify it. And the moment we go online, you'll find it will appear. And try have a name that is consistent across all platforms. Let it not be name X on Facebook, name X on Google, name X on a particular platform. Try to be consistent as much as possible. Having said that, guys, feel free to post your questions on the chat. I will be looking at them in a few. And just to proceed, you remember I began by saying Google My Business is the most basic thing that all businesses are expected to have. And just having an empty listing, you'll not get all these advantages. And I said, if you want to set it up, you will set it up within a short period of time. But now the next big question is, do you know how to optimize it? And here's where we talk about a complete Google My Business listing is very important than having an empty listing. An empty listing is one that is not fully optimized. And when we talk about optimization, whatever we're referring to is you trying to update all the information. And the good thing is, if you update the information on Google My Business, it will show you the percentage on the right hand side. So it will just show you are 80% complete, 90% complete. So if you are 100%, you will know I've automatically entered all the basic information that they require from me. So anybody doing a search on Google Map or on Google search will be in a position to get you and interact with your business. Just to shed some light on some statistics, you find out that if your business listing is complete, it will be 2.7 times more likely to be considered reputable. And let me ask, how many of you are on Facebook and then you find a friend request of someone who does not have a profile, like they do not have a profile picture, they do not have so many information about them? Will you accept such a friend request, even if the name sounds familiar? That is the same way people who interact with your business and they find that it is an empty listing will have doubts. And online is all about trust. So if you get it right from the point go, you will know I'm right on this particular track. And then uh, if you are looking for clicks, you can imagine you're online and you have an empty listing. If you are online and you have a complete listing, statistics show that you'll have 7 times more clicks than that person who does not have anything online, and 70% more likely to attract location visits. You can imagine if I'm here in Nairobi and you're in Lagos, and then tomorrow I update my business information and I say, the John that you are seeing on your screen was in Nairobi, but nowadays we have a stall in Lagos. I'm very sure most of you will now be saying, let me go to this particular person and see whatever I saw online. So updating it to the location is very important for you to just increase the location visits. And now, having said all that, how do you manage your listing? What are some of the things that you need to do so that you can manage your listings? If you already have your Google My Business and it is verified, always ask yourself, is the information that I'm relaying to my customers updated? If not, try update it. Number two, create promos and posts on GMB. Always, it gives you the rights to create promotion codes and also some of the posts that you need to put on GMB. Number three, you can add photos, either the interior, the exterior, the product, the team, so that people can easily, by looking just at the picture or at the profile, they can easily understand how you operate and what are some of the things that are very important. And then lastly, also view and respond to reviews. You find so many customers have come to your shop, they've left reviews. What is your response to them? What do you respond to them? If somebody had a question, did you respond to them in good time? And if they had a doubt, did you answer out their doubts? And then good reviews go a long way and inspire a lot of customers. So always pay attention to people's reviews. Even if it is negative, you as the business owner, you can look into that negative review and ask yourself, how best can we improve this? The moment you improve it, you can now come back and now state it and say, this was done or this was corrected, and nowadays we have this. You can pay as a visit and try experience how our services, and you can judge us. So those are some of the things that you need to do when you're managing your listings. And just to also add, when talking about photos, you need to have a logo. If you don't have a logo, people will not associate your business to be professional. And then a cover photo is also very important. It represents your business. And then just additional photos that I was talking about, is where we can talk about an exterior part of your business or an interior part of your business. Apart from that, you can also decide to include your team so that people can easily resonate with the people that are working for you. You can also add opening and closing hours. The moment you do that, you'll find people will know what time you are operating and some of the times that you are closed, and not forgetting your business information. Having said all that, guys, I don't know anyone in the room who has ever interacted with Google My Business. What was your big question? Feel free to post it on the chat, and then I will just be looking at how you can stay competitive having now the Google My Business. How do you stay competitive? The number one thing, you remember I said every business is live on Google Search and on Google Maps. And because of the pandemic, I'm very sure most of you will attest, most businesses opted to going or doing businesses online. So you'll find most people make informed marketing decisions based on this data that is available online. So what was online? How many people liked your photo? How many people commented? What did they say about this particular business? So it can assist you to make an informed decision. You can even go online and do a research of your competitor, and you'll be in a position to know, is this working out or this is not working out? Number two, you can learn from the successes and the mistakes of others. If somebody did something online and then people give reviews and you find it is negative and most customers are complaining, it will now be a lesson that you've learned. And also, if it is successful, you can also learn from those success tips that they did employ. And not forgetting, it can also assist you to stand out from the crowd. So if you have good pictures, you have your business profile well optimized, and the information is updated, you'll stand out from the crowd. There are others who, upon verification, they just leave their business profiles as empty as they were listed. So it will stand out if you include all the necessary information. Let us take a close look at this particular picture. You can see there's a gentleman and there's a lady, and down there you can see this is an example from Invelli Designs, and they are using Google My Business. So it gives you some statistics after having a complete Google My Business account and posting their content or products frequently. You'll find that they're in a position even to create a Google site, which is a Google website, a one pager, and the result were they got 1.5 thousand product views in the first 10 days that they launched their website, and they were verified on GMB. You can imagine 1.5, which means they've reached over 1,000 people just knowing that they exist. And these people, they are not people who maybe have ever interacted with this. So it is opening your scale onto a bigger market. Number two, you find that 30% of people found design listing while searching for the category, which means the category was right. And so many people, the moment they go online, they look for the business category. So if a business category is up to date and it means something that people want, they will automatically click on your profile and get to learn more about your particular profile. Also, we have a second example here of Juma Tours. You can see him there. And also, he founded his business and introduced it on Google My Business. These are just some testimonials. And you can see he got 89 more visits in the first week of creating the Google My Business. So by just having the location well placed, he was in a position to get 89 more location visits. Those are people either coming to make inquiries or maybe purchasing your product. And then he did employ 3 employees, and also he had 56% of the clients that were generated from the search. So just looking at this kind of statistics, this is only within a few days or few weeks of you registering on Google My Business. Have you ever asked yourself, if you have a complete listing, how much will this data increase within a span of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and so on? So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go past that when you're talking about Google My Business, but if you have any question, feel free to pose it to us and we will be in a position to respond to them. Any question, guys? Let me just see. Any question from the audience? Nice question. I see our Patience Any asking, how can people rate your business through Google page? So the moment people go on Google and type in your name, there's a section where they can review. So the reviewing side is where you can easily see how people are rating. And I know my moderator will be sharing with you the link where you can just, this link, if you go on the Google My Business page, which is verified, on the right hand side, you'll see reviews and it will say create a review form. If you click on that, you'll be in a position to generate a code or a link, which people click on it and they'll be in a position to review your business on Google. I think that question is answered. Let me just see if there is any question. Any question? Thank you very much for those who are joining us now. I can see Tai joining and also see Tijani. Thank you very much to Jenny for joining. And let us keep the discussion ongoing. Tell us where you're joining us from and some of the expectations. I hope by the end of this session, all of you would have understood what Google My Business is and how to fully optimize your Google My Business. So I want us now to go to the second discussion of the day, and to just start it off is, how do you plan your digital marketing strategy? We've started with Google My Business. That's the basic. How now do we plan our digital marketing strategy? What type of marketing have you ever used before? Did you use the traditional things? Did you use the digital things? Hit us up on the chat, guys. Let us know how you are marketing on the old days, and also what has changed nowadays that you do market with. Just to show you, in the traditional marketing, I don't know if you people resonate with this. We used to have newspapers, and you could find so many people either having adverts on newspapers, and most people would go buy newspapers, go through each and every page so that they can understand what has been written in. And also we had billboards, we had the local television stations, and so many. So you find those were some of the traditional ways. I don't know anyone in this audience who has ever used this particular medium nowadays to market your business. You can imagine you've just begun a business of around 20,000, and you want also to market yourself on the newspaper by doing an advert. Will you be in a position to achieve that? And that's where we also now have the digital marketing. And here is where we have the email marketing, we have the Google ads, we have the display marketing, all those types of digital marketing. And just to shed some light on the difference between the two, you find that if you go on the digital side, you'll find it will not be as costly as the traditional side. And on the digital side, it spreads very fast and wide, as opposed to the traditional side. If somebody is traditional and I'm reading a newspaper, it means I can easily read one newspaper. Upon my completion, I'll close it and then hand it over to the next person, or do this and that to the next person. So feel free, guys. Tell us some of the advantages and disadvantages that you've ever interacted with when you're using traditional and also the digital marketing platforms. And then we will be looking at some of the types of digital marketing that we have. Just to mention a few, we have 6 here. We have the search engine marketing. We also have social media marketing. We have display marketing. We have content marketing. And then lastly, we have SMS and email marketing. So having looked at this, I don't know who among you in the audience have ever reacted with search engine. Here is where we are talking about you paying for adverts to appear on the Google search engine, which means if somebody is typing something on the Google engine, your ad will appear. The second thing is social media. I know most of you resonate with this. Here's where we are talking about the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, so that you can get it right. So you are using the social media to promote your business. And then thirdly, we also have display marketing. Here is where we use online advertising across multiple websites across the internet. So you can find either you are browsing somewhere and then an ad pops up, like a banner ad. That is what we refer to as a display marketing. And then we also have content marketing. Here's more about content. Do you have blogs? Do you have videos? Do you have infographics? Those are some of the content that you've ever used and be in a position to just proceed. And then lastly, I know most of you now know about email. I don't know if anyone of you has ever interacted with an email. marketing before. Most time you find that when you go online, you find either place that you've ever purchased and they sent e an e-certificate or maybe an e-receipt to you. They will now be using that email to market their business to you. So those are some of the things that we do use, and we just find how best they can be. I see a question coming from Landre asking, I see, so what are the benefits accruable to me and to Google in all of this? Yes, so you as a business, Google will automatically know they have credible data the moment you feed the right information as a business person. And if you're a business person and you go online and market yourself on Google My Business, it means you'll be relaying the right information to your audience, and they will be in a position to interact with you and also increase your profits. I don't know if that has answered your question, but if not, feel free to give us more flesh to it so that we can respond to it. I see Tijani asking, I've registered for my Google My Business. It's more than a month now. Unfortunately, I did not receive the registration completion package. What is the problem? Thank you, Tijani. And that's where I said we do assist people in verifying their businesses. And nowadays, the postal codes usually do not work because Google is working with the local partners as Africa 118, and we do assist people to verify their businesses. So Joy will be posting to you a link where you'll just feed in the information and we'll get in touch with you and just have your business verified. And sorry for that, and just feel free for verification. There's a link that Joy has posted, and you can easily hit us up and we shall assist you in verification. I see our patients also asking, is any way one can minimize the cost of data or use free data from Google? That's a good question. And their products, there's the Google Go, there's the Google Go, and some of the products that are available where you can use just to minimize the data if you do not want to use a lot of data. I think in our subsequent sessions, we will be discussing more on how to minimize your data and not just to have things running on the background and you failing to know what is happening with some of the data that you had planned to use. I also see Buluatife asking, is there anything needed after my GMB has been verified? Okay, once it has been verified, what you need to do is to just optimize it. The things that I've been talking about, make sure you fill in the information as required and continue engaging. You can easily say, I'll be posting content on it twice in a week so that the customers who are following you up will be in a position to know I'm dealing with this, and that, and they can easily interact with you. And the good thing is the information that you put in there, make sure it is right and it is correct so that the moment customers reach out to you, they will be rest assured that you are dealing in that particular product. And by them getting satisfaction, it means you will also be getting your money or your profit in everything that you are doing. Any question, guys? Let us keep on the questions coming in. And as I was just sharing with you the digital marketing strategy, you find out that we have 6 platforms that I've just shared with you. And we just want to pick a few of them. We're talking about search engine marketing. And here's where now I talk about the Google Ads. When you're talking about Google, is where people search for what to do, and where to go, and what to buy. Ask yourself, if you are in the middle of nowhere and you want to do something, what is the first thing you'll do? And you want to go somewhere, what is the first thing that you'll do? If you are in the middle of nowhere and you want to look for a direction, will you consult the Google Maps? And here's where now we also assist businesses to have Google Ads now, which means your Google Ads will appear when customers search for businesses like yours on Google search and on Google Maps. So just to mention, I'm going to show you how to sign up for Google Ads and also how to get this done. How do you sign up for Google Ads? Log into Google account, and that is ads.google.com. Just type in ads.google.com. After signing up, you'll just feed in the information. The second step, the first time if you're doing this, click on campaigns. And once you click on campaigns, select new campaign. After selecting on new campaign, it will take you step by step on some of the things that you need to include so that you can get it right. And by doing that, you'll be creating your first ad in just a few steps. And to add on that, it will ask by asking a question to you. Tell us your business goal. You as a businessman, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Number two, decide where to advertise. Do you want to advertise in this particular platform? Create your message and then set your budget cap. The good thing with Google is it will only charge you for what you've consumed. It will not charge you for appearing. It will charge you when somebody has clicked on it. And if somebody has clicked on it, it means they have interest on it, so you will pay for it. And then also we have now you going live. So when you're talking about your goal, I'll just break it down slowly. Do you want to get more calls? Do you want to have visits to your store? Do you want people to go to your websites? Be as specific as possible. And please remember the SMART objective. Are you specific? Is it something that you can measure? And is it something that you can attain? And is it realistic to you? And you also have the time limits so that you can achieve it. Those are some of the things that you need to ask yourself when you're setting your goal. Step two, where do you want to advertise? Is it global? Is it local? Is it region wise? I see some of you are in Nigeria. Do you want to market something also in Kenya? Because you know Google is worldwide. So you need to be very specific. If you also want to target people in London, the way I saw Millicent is from London, you can easily just tell us, I want to target people in London, so that you can get to understand. And then when you are creating your message, what do you want to include? You need to create a message when you are creating that Google ad. Do you have a picture? Do you have some text that people will read and understand? And then the fourth thing is the budget cap. As you can see on your screen, we have the monthly budget cap. So you'll specify, I'm willing to spend this amount within this particular time, and it will show you the audience that you are in a position to reach with that budget. So choose a reasonable budget and also a reasonable number that your business can serve. And the last thing is you now going live. Those are the steps of you setting up a Google ad. Any question in the audience, guys? Any question? If you have any question, feel free to post it. And just I'm seeing so many questions coming here. I have Google My Business yet to be verified. Thank you, Liza Jumima or Jumia Liza. Thank you for that question, Jumia. I think Joy will just be posting, and also she will be updating the links there so that you can have your business verified. There's a link that you can hit us up, and we shall assist you in verifying the specific profiles. Any question, continue posting them on our chat and we'll be responding to them. I want us to come to our last discussion for the day, and that is leveraging on social media channels and email marketing. How do we leverage on social media channels and email marketing? Let me ask, which social media channel does your business use? Or have you ever marketed your business in? Tell us, guys, which social media channel? Is it Facebook? Is it WhatsApp? Is it Twitter? What are some of the social media channels that you've been using? And by telling me that, I will be in a position to know what was your experience. Did you like it? What was working and what was not working? So as you'll be doing that, I just want us to shed more light on how can social media also assist your business grow. You find that one, it can generate more sales. And how? What do we mean? We find 85% of the people usually are online on social media? And that's the first thing I started by asking. If I ask you, are you online? The first thing you'll ask, which social media channel which social media platform do you think you are referring to? So as a business, ask yourself, if most number of people online are on these social media channels, where is your business going to interact with them? So the first thing, getting more sales, you'll find you have the ability to highly target a demographic. If I only want people in Nigeria, I can target them. And also it assists me to build relationships and networks. I'm in Kenya, Nairobi right now. And if I need a friend in Nigeria, by just having this medium and also having a social media channel, I can be in a position to communicate and connect with some of you in Lagos. I can communicate with somebody in London, and we can easily build relationships and network and see that we improve our business in one way or the other. Number two, it can also add value to your brand. You as a brand, it raises customer service levels. You can imagine if somebody is checking out on something on social media and they come across you, they will know you are easily reachable and you can interact with them. It also shows a new side to your business. The moment we say social, it means you are interacting with that. And then lastly, it can also assist to improve your marketing. And when you're talking about marketing, it also helps you to gain valuable customer insights and also keep an eye on some of the competitors. So by just going online and on social media, you find you'll be getting all those advantages. Also in social media, we have two categories. We have the paid and we have the organic. The organic refer to the free ones, and the paid are the ones that you pay and will appear across multiple platforms. And for organic, remember, it will only reach the followers and people who are your friends. But for the paid, you are in a position to reach anyone, anywhere, provided they are the target people that you are looking for. These are just some of the ways that you can use to get started with social media marketing. Ask yourself, have I identified the target audience? And if the target audience are of this age group, what are their demographics? What are their locations? What is their profession? For example, if you're a doctor, I don't know if you're a doctor in here, where you know the demographics of somebody who is a doctor. You cannot say you are targeting doctors and you've put in an age bracket of 0 to 15 years, because only having a medicine degree will take you more than 15 years to completion. So it means somebody will start going to pre-primary, go to post-primary, go to campus, so that they can become a doctor. So if you say you are targeting this, try to break it down. Who are my target audience? Number two, choose your social media channel. Do you want to be on LinkedIn? Do you want to be on YouTube? Do you want to be on Twitter? Choose the right platform that resonates also with your audience. And then lastly, post engaging content regularly. If you're targeting these particular demographics, what content are you posting? Is it something they can resonate with? Is it something that they like? So try as much as possible, guys, to connect the three. Choose your business, the business audience that you're targeting, or the customers. Number two, remember the channel. And number three, post the content. Having said that, guys, you can now come also to email. I just want to touch a little bit on email. And when you want to start with email marketing, number one, you need to select an email marketing platform. Are you going to use the free platform? We also have a MailChimp. This is a free platform that you can use to reach out to people whom you've got their emails. Number two, they have the more advanced ones. Here is where we have the drip and also some as active campaign. Those are some of them that we have that are paid for. And then build a list of relevant contacts. When we talk about email, it's just not a matter of you sending emails here and there. It's a matter of you trying to be as specific as possible. I'm sending out this email to so and so, and is of this particular target, and this is the information I want to relay. Structure your emails. Let them be, These are for the young ones, these are for the middle age, these are for the elderly, all these are for the women, these are the kids, and these are the adults. Try to know how best to structure, and then create relevant and useful content. Let it be, treat them readers like VIPs. The moment you just tell somebody this is a VIP section, they expect when they come, there's a coffee, there's wine, there's all nature. Treat them. Let them be very important people in your life. Show some personality to them. Change your tone, change your voice that you are talking to them. Sense of humor is also very important. And then also keep it useful. Make it be useful and connected to the product that you are targeting. And then just to give some tips on email marketing, guys, remember to segment and group the list for relevant content. I've been saying this. Try understand your audience. Segment them and understand, is this list appropriate for this advert? If yes, send out the email. And then keep it simple and test. Send it to 2 or 3 devices. When you keep it simple, nobody can read a whole paragraph of you doing an email to them. Be straight to the point and just state this and this is what needs to be done, and these are the takeaway points. And then lastly, measure the open and click rate. How many people will open that email and how many people will click on it? So having known that, it will assist you to optimize your campaigns. You'll be in a position to know this is the open rate and this is the click rate. I don't know if there is any question in the audience. Let me just check the chat. Any question, guys? If you have any questions, feel free. And just to shed more light, guys, this is just a 1 hour session, and we will not be in a position to cover everything at this particular time. And the good thing is we have a link that you can learn more and just get more and deep understanding on whatever I've been talking about. You can go to learndigital.withgoogle.com and /digital skills. I believe my moderator Joy has posted it on the chat, and just click there, sign up, and you'll be in a position to get more insights regarding the discussion that we've just had. Remember to follow us on our social media channels on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram at Digital Skills Africa. And then also just feel free to tell us how did you find the session on our feedback form. And then we will be just looking at the feedback form so that when we resume, we will be just trying to implement some of the things that you did leave behind and see how best we can interact with you guys. I want to say thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for creating time. And thank you for just making this happen. You people have been very engaging. You've been very engaging on the chat, and you've kept my moderator on toes. I know she has also done the good work that she always does. And just feel free, guys, to show some love on the chat. Just tell us how the session was. Don't forget to like our YouTube channel, and we will be in a position to see everything is in order. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Joy. And I want to wish you people success in everything that you do, and let us keep the discussion ongoing. We will be having our webinars resume next year in January. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will be in a position to just interact with you and share more. It was nice. I was your lead coach, Wanjala John, and Joy Atieno was our moderator, and it was glad having all of you here. Have yourself a good afternoon and happy holidays, guys. See you later.